first starting out, one of my first customers that I ever signed up, I had this big director that I knew worked in Santon, and I had multiple meetings with this person, and they cancelled an appointment. And, I remember the one time, they'd confirmed the meeting and I rock up at the office, and then the PA doesn't even allow me to come up, and they say, no, he's not going to see you today. So sorry, something came up. So, I'm walking back to my car, and the receptionist, from downstairs, she kind of stops me and she says, young man, I've seen you coming here, a couple of times, and, you're a financial advisor. So I say yes. And she says, listen, I've just had a daughter, right? And, I would love to save some money for her. Would you mind helping me? Right? So she's just a receptionist,
Yes.
She's just a receptionist. And I say, yeah, sure. I'll take all the practice I can get. I need to see how this career works. And, we sat down and she told me a beautiful story. She tried for years to have a baby, and she was 38. She finally had a child. She was over the moon. And she just said, and I've told this story multiple times, I take 3 taxis to get from Soshangoe to Santon.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to make sure when my daughter turns 21 that she doesn't have this journey I take right now. She's going to study. She's going to go to university. She's going to do all this. I want R1 million for a car when she turns 21.
Yeah.
How much money do I need to put away to do that? And I remember I did the calculations first, 300 Rand a month. Right?
Okay.
You need to invest 300 Rand a month. And it was at that time where global funds were still kind of like taking off or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was really in the beginning. And I put the money in there, right? Put the money in that fund, and she started paying it, started investing. This is receptionist from Soshangoe, right?
Yeah.
In the pandemic, so this is now in 2021, she gives me a call and she says, I need to see you. So, I went to Pretoria. I had some meetings in Pretoria, so I thought I'll tie it in. I'll see you when I'm out there. And we met at this is McDonald's along Paul and Kruger, Pretoria. And, she comes in very distraught and, straight to the point. She says, Monya, I need to withdraw the money from the investment, And she says, I'm sorry. No big story, no nothing. She's like, I want my money, right? So I said, okay. Everything all right? No, just Monya, don't have a lot of time. I need my money. Okay. So I said, no problem. Fine. Right? So I had some of this paperwork which I kept with me. And we started speaking about a picture that she'd given me. Right? When a baby was born, little baby blue blankets. It was like a long-term commitment, long-term promise. And I said, well, I have to give you your photo back. Right? Because, obviously I don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
So she says, you still got the picture? I said, yeah. So I had kept a photo on my phone of the picture that she'd given me in 2015. This is 2012, it was 6 years later.
Yeah.
So she balls out now crying, right? And she burst into tears. And the whole reason why she wanted to withdraw the money is she got laid off during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So she wasn't working anymore.
Yeah.
She was no longer with her partner, right?
Yeah.
She's now a single mom, and she'd been going for months, making money to try and be able to look after the daughter. Level 5 lockdown, level 4 lockdown. And I get it. There's over 30 grand in this portfolio. It's a lot of money. Make a big difference, right?
Easy.
And
Easier to take.
Of course. And when we spoke about her story, and I said, remember what you told me? You wanted to drive up Greyston Drive, right? You wanted to drive up Greyston Drive in an air-conditioned car.
Hey, I know Greyston Drive. My first job was on Greyston Drive.
And she changed her mind. 3 months later, she had a new job paying her way more money than what she had before. Increased the premiums over $1,000 a month. Right now, she's well on track to be way more than R1 million. Right?
Yeah.
Been consistent
You see,
the whole time.
You're going to make me cry. Because she might be able to drive up Greyston Drive.
She might be able to get there. But you know what it was? It started from 300 Rand a month. So someone earning $4 grand, right? At that time, said, I can take $300. But it's someone who's able to say, someone say, oh, what's $1 million going to be in 20 years, right? Okay, show me what you're doing then, right? It's not about what it's going to be worth. It's what you put in as well.
Yeah.
What did you put in from those small $300 premiums to build this monster, to build this monstrosity? It doesn't take a lot of effort. What people fail to understand is that it is minute amounts of money that end up creating this monstrosity.
Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, man.